Michelle Stewart, she's one of those folks who said she wouldn't ignore me, and she literally ignored me for 2 weeks. So it's when I type shit when I'm aggravated that people actually respond. It doesn't matter how nice I am, people don't fucking respond to that. It doesn't matter how decent I treat people, they don't respond to that. If I'm nice and calm and collective and try to explain things to them, then they mean or believe or take that to mean that that's their turn to talk. Well, how are you going to help me if you're busy talking? When you offer to help somebody, do you actually intend on helping them? When you say that you won't ignore them like everyone else, and then you ignore them for 2 weeks, I understand that you have a life of your own, and I just found another $20 bill. Holy shit. That's the second one today, and third one in 3 days. This is no fucking joke. So, although the money thing is an issue, it seems to me that the last few days is $20. That's not the only one I found. I found one just over there earlier. And I found a $20 bill right in front of the Tillamook Sporting Goods store day before yesterday. And it seemed to me that the $20 bill I saw was further down here. It's not the one that I just picked up. So now I'm looking for the other 20. There's a bank right here. So, oh, are these headphone things? They are. Cool. I need those. I got 2 sets of headphones that things fell off of and I can't find them. Anyway, it's nice to find money. But money's not what's important here. What's important is human lives. And a lot of human lives are being taken by the complacency of the American people. As long as it's not happening to them, it must not be happening. Well, that kind of mentality led to a lot of Jewish people. That's the part you want to focus on, right? The Jewish people? Well, it wasn't just the Jewish people who were slaughtered. It was people all over Europe. There was also people all over Europe who took part in the Jew hating. And it continues to this day, not just in Germany. It continues to this day here in the United States. Hell, there's a lot of people with Nazi mentality here in the United States. I was gonna try to panhandle up at least $20 today, so I could try to make it through the night into tomorrow. I guess I don't need to do that. I was able to find a $20 bill. Yeah, that must have been the one I saw. It's just a different perspective from the other side. Is that a 20 or is that newspaper? That's newspaper. Alright, no sense being greedy, right? There's also a guy across the street who's, well, he's digging, oh, I guess he left. There was a guy with a bike who was trying to dig stuff out of the thing back there, but I guess he quit. I get sick to my stomach a lot. I want to see my loved ones, but I don't get to. And most folks, being as they aren't separated from their loved ones like this, it doesn't even register to them how much it hurts. Or how hurtful they are when they blow us off. You know, I'm not trying to go to these people with piddly ass problems about, anything stupid. These are major issues that have resulted in people being dead. There's also the fact that many of these people are folks that I went to before Natalie was killed. No, they don't want to admit that I went to them for help because of the way they fucking treated me before she was killed. And afterwards, well, you get to see, it's like pulling teeth. It ain't that difficult to tell the truth. Holy hell, that guy's weed is potent. What the hell are these? Oh, okay. I thought it was the guy crossing the street. Apparently it's the guys in the truck poking snot. Anyway, it's nice finding money once in a while, ain't it? I might be able to find more if I wanted to sort through the bushes over there at the bank, but I'm not willing to do that at the moment. There's a lot of folks that, when they know something is hurtful to me, they do it over and over and over again. And the more they do it, the less they trust, or the less trust I have in them anyway. It's hard to trust somebody who doesn't keep their word. And then when they don't keep their word, they want to magically forget that they didn't keep their word on multiple occasions before. Oh, dude, I always keep my word. No, you don't. I can understand having family. I can understand being busy. Well, I don't understand having family because I don't have one. But I can understand being busy. I can understand not having the resources. I don't understand not keeping your word, though. If there's situations beyond your control, the least you can do is speak out. And that's the problem with all these folks. Between speaking out and letting me be harmed, they're fine with me being harmed as long as they don't have to admit they fucked up. Or admit that one of their friends or family members fucked up. It's not about right or wrong, is it? It's never been. I've been having problems getting my internet running all day. Or getting my computer running all day. I've also had problems getting my phone so that it'll actually record. Been fucking around with it all day. All day, all day, all day. No matter how hard I work, or how hard I try, it's not good enough. No matter how hard I try, you pretend like I'm not trying because you won't be there to see it. You won't make the calls with me. You will tell me to make the calls on my own and then pretend that I didn't make them. Even if I record the phone call and send you a copy of the phone call, you'll blow me off and won't look at it. The hell kind of a friend are you? You're not. That's the answer. That is the honest to goodness answer. You're not a friend. You shouldn't have pretended. You're not on my YouTube and Facebook because you were friendly. You're on my YouTube and Facebook because those things you should have said to other people. telling the victim, oh, it sucks that happened to you. You know what? You could speak up about something that might have happened to a homosexual that you never met. But they're worth more than I am because they're homosexual. Apparently, being a homosexual means that you should have more rights than me. Apparently, being a homosexual means that you're more worth caring about than me. Same thing with many of these white folks wanting to ignore me even though they were a part of the situation. They want to ignore me because they're fighting for black people's rights right now. Bitch, please. What you're doing is fortifying a racist narrative that is getting a lot of innocent white people killed too. The police kill more homeless every year than black people, by over double. Meanwhile, the homeless only have a population size 1/120th the size of the black population. You tell homeless that we chose this. Can you imagine how you'd be treated if you said that a black person chose that? Meanwhile, I know lots of black people who chose racism. I've known a lot of black people in my life who chose to be racist towards a white person, chose to beat up a white person because they thought they could get away with it by saying, oh, well, he called me the N-word. It's illegal to assault somebody, but it's not illegal to call them the N-word. If you call them the N-word while you're assaulting them, then it becomes a hate crime. Then again, if a black person starts shit with you and wants to yell at you, call me the N-word, I dare you, call me the N-word, I know you want to, call me the N-word. Meanwhile, they're not saying N-word, they're using the actual word. And of course, you're aggravated that this asshole's even pulling this shit. Like, holy fuck, I grew up in the system, dummy. I ain't retarded. I know the fucking game. No, I'm not going to call you the N-word. Of course, if you don't call him the N-word, he's going to get pissed off and he's going to start throwing down anyway. And just claim that you called him the N-word. That's what gaslighting is. When that bully comes up to you because you're a small white kid, and he thinks it's okay to bully a small white kid, and he wants to shove you and tell you, call me the N-word, I dare you, call me the N-word. No, he's just looking for somebody to bully. He's just looking for somebody to victimize. And if he gets his ass beat, it's because he's a fuckhead, and a racist goddamn fuckhead at that. It ain't because he's black. Now, some of y'all can make the argument, at least to some small degree, that it is because he's black. He's been taught to be racist against white people. He's been taught that if he gets in trouble for doing something fucked up, as long as the person who busted him is white, he can pretend it's a race crime and we're all supposed to listen. We're all supposed to coddle him. Meanwhile, what are the chances that he's victimizing homeless people in his spare time? Pretty fucking good. That's America's favorite pastime. Victimize the homeless, victimize the disabled, and slander us en masse. You tell us we can't judge all cops. Well, all cops are bad. So yes, I'm going to judge all cops. Not all homeless people are bad. Not all homeless people follow bad laws. Not all homeless people are out there trying to fuck you over for $1. Not all homeless people are going to commit felonies to cover for a bad officer. No, you have to be a cop to be that fucking stupid. No other group. No other group. Now, I get that many of y'all, You've had a tough life and you want somebody you can take it out on. And when, after you get done taking that out on the homeless, you want to tell us, oh, well, life isn't fair. Of course life isn't fucking fair. I wasn't born into a rich family. That doesn't give me a valid excuse to be a piece of shit. Now you start fucking with my family and it's a different goddamn story. Don't fuck with my family. Don't fuck with my friends. Of course, I don't have any family or friends, so what the hell am I even talking about at this point? Every single one of them showed me I don't mean shit to them. Finding out what's going on, speaking up, these are completely fucking beyond them. There are so many people that claim to be my friends before Natalie died, and how much did they bother to find out about the situation before Natalie died? None. They were all too busy. Just like now, they're all too busy. They're not too busy to stick their nose in where it doesn't belong. They're not too busy to tell me off and treat me like shit. They're not too busy to tell me how to think and how to feel. They're just too busy to find out what the fuck is going on. That's not busy, that's lazy. That denotes that you're a shitty fucking friend. And if you're a shitty friend, that's on you, not me. I didn't make you a shitty fucking friend. I didn't make you look the other way. Now with that Michelle lady, you know what? There are mistakes that I made and I fessed up to my mistakes immediately. I also did my damnedest to keep my word. When I tell you that I will answer the phone if you call me, and then you call me, if I don't answer the phone, I probably don't have my phone on me, but the moment that I find it, I'm going to fucking message you. I'm not going to pretend for 3 fucking weeks. 2 weeks, sorry. Oh, sounds like that guy with the bike is out there again. Yeah. Got a shovel and he's scooping rocks. I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know where he put. Oh, his bike is down there. Yeah. Anyway, the longer it takes for somebody to get off their ass and actually make a fucking effort, instead of blowing me off and pretending that they're going to eventually, the more abuse I go through, the more evidence is lost or fucking stolen. The more of my finances are wasted trying to get help from people who aren't going to help and never ever intended on helping. They intended on playing fucking stupid and bullshitting me, leading me on, intentionally trying to push me to suicide. Well, that's awful friendly of you, Michelle. Now, one of the things she wanted to keep on asking, I've got 2 different recordings. One of them's like 3 hours long, almost 3 hours long, so I think it's like 3 hours and 14 minutes long. So it's not wanting to download or do any of that. Meanwhile, Starbucks is about closed. It would be useless and fruitless for me to go in there and try it again. Meanwhile, my computer still won't fucking work after a whole day of it needing to do its update thing, which is a pain in my ass. Meanwhile, I don't get to see any of my loved ones. For a whole year before Natalie was killed, I tried to explain to the people that were supposed to be my friends. When I'm going to all these different meetings and all these different places that I'm told if I go to these places, then they'll put a stop to this fucking violence. They'll put a stop to the harassment and the threats. Nicole Peralta's supposed to do this, and Tamara's supposed to do this, and Jen Beebe's supposed to do this, and Penny Cooper is supposed to do this, and all these people are supposed to do this, and then they tell me it's not their fucking job. Jesus goddamn Christ. Why are you sending us to mental health people to turn in crimes against us if they're going to tell us it's not their job every single fucking time, you pieces of shit? And then when you don't call me until 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the fucking morning, and then you want to, this is after sending me into a panic attack by intentionally not keeping your word. After I've had to deal with this in the same week from at least 3 other people. Yeah, I'm going to have a fucking panic attack about it. I need actual help. Not people who are going to say, oh, I promise I'll answer. I promise I'll answer it as soon as I see it. Well, then you're not going to fucking look at it for 2 weeks, are you? Is that your excuse? You weren't able to look at your phone for 2 weeks? I got hundreds of people just like her who sent me friend requests, wanted to send me a friend request after Natalie was killed. Whether it was immediately afterwards or years afterwards because they watched some show, they all do the same thing. They fucking half-ass and pretend and lie at me. They want to send me $50 that they can throw in my face later. Oh, I helped you. No, the fuck you didn't. No, the fuck you didn't. I needed your words. I needed you to fucking speak out. I get that your time is limited. So is mine. And the longer it takes for you to get off your ass, the more fucked the situation. Now, I would have messaged Michelle Stewart, but I did. I've been messaging her for 2 goddamn weeks. 2 fucking weeks of being ignored. I tried messaging her the other day. Since I'm blocked in Messenger, now, she typed to me that I was unblocked. That's because I posted something on her timeline. Now I'm blocked from posting on her timeline. I can only send her messages in Messenger that she's not looking at. If you send it to me, Sean, I'll take a look. Holy fuck. Here's the thing. I need to turn in the crimes against me. If you can take over 5 hours to fucking argue, you could have spent 5 hours actually helping. When I'm trying to explain to you what's going on and you want to keep on interrupting me and say, what can I do now? You can shut up and listen. It's 3 o'clock in the fucking morning. Instead of trying to push me to call a fucking crisis line, have you ever called one? Have you? And no, all Michelle wants to do is fucking the same retarded bullshit as everyone else. At this point, it is obvious that she is playing fucking retarded. She is going out of her way to make it as complicated and as impossible as fucking possible. Don't fucking bullshit me. Don't fucking lie to me. Don't fucking pretend to be my friend and then just say, sorry, 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 sorry. You goddamn right you're sorry. Nice don't fucking matter. Good is what matters. The longer it takes for you to make time to actually fucking listen and actually help, the more fucked I am, and the more I have to speak up about the fact that I went to you for help. You offered to help. You didn't keep your word, but you did offer. Why didn't you keep your word? Is it really because of your family? Because if it is really because of your family, you need to call these places and explain it. Don't tell me, tell them. Don't call people for me, call them with me. Don't tell me to call people and then ignore me, call them with me. Don't make me call a place just for you to treat me like I'm a fucking liar afterwards because you're a piece of shit. Good to be ready. Thanks for coming to visit. Stay out of trouble or don't get caught.
Remember, you are your brother's keeper and no victim left behind. Don't fucking bullshit me. The more you bullshit me, the more abuse I have to go through. I'd rather find someone else. I just don't have anybody else. I never fucking did. That's what it's really like to be a disabled homeless male. You're blown off by everybody. Nobody gives a fuck.